News from today. The BRUA project will interconnect with TurkStream, the Russian gas pipeline. BRUA is a new gas infrastructure deriving its name from the participating countries Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary and Austria. It aims to bring gas from the Southern Gas Corridor to Central Europe. The Southern Gas Corridor definition differs from Moscow from the one that applies to the rest of Europe. The EU believes that the Southern Gas Corridor incorporates non-Russian sources of natural gas, primarily from the Caspian Sea and the Shakhlin East 2 gas field. Gazprom trusts in its version of the South Gas Stream, where the BRUA and TurkStream projects dominate. The clash between the two different versions of the Southern Gas Corridors becomes more visible with the entry into the play of the East-Med factor. Russia and Turkey on one side, and the European Union and the US on the other. This spills over into speculations on the EU sanctions regarding the TurkStream, and more importantly, if and whether the BRUA and EU-Stream pipelines that take gas will be covered by those sanctions once Russian gas spreads north. Most of the current work on the BRUA pipeline is confined to Romania. Recent Transgas official statements referred to a possible interconnecting agreement with TurkStream, the Russian pipeline bypassing Ukraine through the Black Sea. Ludovic Orban, Prime Minister of Romania, gave an interview with the Romanian Hot News recently site, stating that the BRUA must include Bulgaria and interconnect with the TurkStream pipeline. We, said Orban, will have a gas source in the south. Let's see what Hungary will do, which is not yet clear. Usually they seek to reach Baumgartner, which is the UGS in Austria. The Romanian Prime Minister does not waste time in seeking to join the Gang of Four, the Russian and Turkish presidents and the Bulgarian and Serbian Prime Minister, in offering transit services for Russian gas via Romania. His appeal will certainly not fall on deaf ears, as the amount of excess gas in Turkey, that is the natural gas that is yet to seek a buyer, is rising each month, currently estimated at an annual base at around 7 to 8 billion cubic meters. And this happens before even TurkStream 2 comes online, which will add another 15.75 BCM to the oversupply, or most. As the BRUA, the main pipeline project, was expected to be completed by the end of December of last year. It secures exit capacity to Hungary in phase 2 of 4 billion cubic meters and to Bulgaria 1.5 billion. The original gas source for the project were the offshore gas fields in Romania in the Black Sea and the vertical gas corridor from Turkey and Greece. Due to insufficient interest in the capacity booking, just below 40%, the developers, Transgas, rethought doing the second phase. With the delays in gas production in the Black Sea region and the lack of source base, Transgas naturally homed in its interest on sources in Turkey, TurkStream, which is a natural outcome from all the developments in the field, and particularly it also aims Romgaz participated in Alexandroupolis terminal. So Greece and Turkey are the main sources. The part of the BRUA in Bulgaria would not follow the original planned course. It is more likely that most of the Russian gas that reaches Romania would be through the Georgia-Russia interconnector, or for substantial greater quantities via reverse supplies at Trans-Balkan pipeline. While competitors of Gazprom contemplate how to take over its market share, Gazprom is persisting in its aggressive approach in using underutilized transit pipelines. It's only natural for TurkStream to head north if it can't reach Serbia in the planned quantities due to EU directives capacity take-up restrictions. Please stay tuned, because tomorrow we will cover a very important subject: how imminent and in what form will EU sanctions befall upon the TurkStream and the countries and companies involved. Thank you.